For our last example in this section, I'm going to find the equation of the tangent line, and I've got this nice fraction equation that's got e's in it, and it says I want to find the equation of the tangent line at a is 0. Okay, so a couple things come to mind. One is that I'm going to need the derivative, and not only am I going to need the derivative, but I'm going to need to plug in x is 0 to get the actual slope. Okay. Now, once I have that slope, I'm going to take that slope and a point, that point. So the point is 0, comma, they didn't give me the y value of that point. Okay. So I either need to go find that now or go find it later, but at some point I have to find it. Since I'm talking about it now, let's go ahead and do it. All right, whenever you need the y value, you go back to the original function because the original function is the y. So if I plug in x is 0 into the original function, so let's do it right here. Y equals 2e to the 0 over e to the 0 plus 1. Okay, e to the 0 is 1. So 2 times 1 over 1 plus 1 is 2 over 2, which is 1. Let's do that one more time. E to the 0 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Okay, so that's my point. All right, well, let's go find that slope. To find that slope, I got to find the derivative, and guess what? That derivative is going to take quotient rule. That's why it's in this section. Okay, so let's do it. Low, d high. Now that 2 is just a coefficient, so it's just going to chill out, and the derivative of e to the x is e to the x. Minus high, d low. The derivative of e to the x plus 1 is e to the x. Square the bottom. For the love, do not touch it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to distribute. Oh man, what the heck is e to the x times e to the x? All right, I know this. So again, we're going to do my little rule, right? So I would add exponents. So guess what, guys? E to the x times e to the x is e to the x plus x, which is 2x. Pretty sweet. Okay, so let's go ahead and distribute it. So I'd get 2e to the 2x plus 2e to the x minus 2e to the 2x all over the denominator, which we are not touching. Okay, now 2e to the 2x minus 2e to the 2x, gone, goodbye. So this whole thing is going to be 2e to the x over e to the x plus 1 quantity squared. Okay, now to get my slope of my tangent line, I'm going to plug in x is 0. So if I plug in x is 0, the slope I'm going to get is 2e to the 0, which is 1, e to the 0, which is 1 again, but now I have the denominator squared. So I have 2 over 2 squared, so 2 over 4, I get a slope of a half. All right, let's put it all together. Back up here, I now know it's a half. All right, so if I plop this in, y minus 1 equals 1/2 x minus 0, and clean it up, that is the equation of my tangent line. Awesome. Now don't forget, you could always use Desmos. You could graph this line along with this function, and I should get that they are touching at the point 0, 1. All right. There is an example of equations of tangent lines where they didn't give me the y value plus some quotient rule and some e to the x. It's got a little bit of everything. Good luck.